Georgia Senate passed a resolution earlier in March calling for major revision of AP U.S. history courses. The new framework for AP U.S. history, established last year, has been called into question by the Republican National Committee for being anti-American. In some states, like Oklahoma, lawmakers have similar problems with the AP course. Senior history major Jessica Landry describes the outcomes states may pursue.
The plan is that states want to cut funding, so they're not prohibiting it, but they're basically prohibiting it by saying we're not going to fund the books or the course itself, the test rather, no subsidizing or anything like that.
Without funding, AP U.S. history may be removed from some curriculums altogether. Landry elaborates on the reasoning behind supporters of the course revision.
Their biggest issue with the test is they say that it only points out the flaws in America's history and that it does a lot to emphasize what divides Americans. It takes away American exceptionalism. So their biggest problem is that they feel we're portrayed as the bad guys now.
Dr. Matthew Stannard, professor of history at Berry, explains why some may dispute the new legislation.
People who are opposed to this might say, well, this is the legislature trying to impose a particular vision, a particular story of U.S. history, a patriotic story, in the classrooms. And they might say that this is not an accurate reflection of what actually happened. So we might wish to tell a positive history all the time, a positive story about what happened in the American past, but that's just not always the case.
Stannard expresses why U.S. history is taught at all in the school system today.
U.S. history is taught because there's this desire, by the state, meaning the government, broadly speaking, federal and state level governments, to develop an effective citizenry, a loyal citizenry, get people to know where they're coming from, what their culture is all about, and that kind of thing.
The College Board will announce any official changes to the AP course this July. With Viking Fusion News, I'm Brad Tilka.